Hello everyone! Welcome to another Amonkhet Draft. I forgot to turn the light on. 1 second. Light on. Right. Bright! Let there be light. 6 out of 8 players in the queue. I think announcement week started. Ooh, do I want to do it? You know I do. The green monument's also sweet. Pump spell every turn for free. Oh, free? Gust Walker is a great pick. Cartouche is a decent pick. Gravedigger is also a decent pick. But I think we all know that I want this so badly. Yeah. Sorry. Stupidity becomes me. Alright, what do we got? We got Blood Rage Brawler. Doesn't go with the new perspectives. Best blue common. Sweet red removal spell. I either want the Illumination or the Electrify, and I think I want the Electrify. Bam. Alright. Heckma Sentinels is good. Compulsory Rest is real good. These come around a little later usually, so I don't want to rush it. Trespasser Curse is only great if you get a bunch of them. Like, if you start seeing them going around, you can grab a couple. It's pretty good. Just got new perspectives? Okay. We'll play your game, Magic Online. You will play your game. I think announcement week is starting today, and since it is after midnight, I'm going to pull up the Magic the Gathering online website, or just the Magic the Gathering website. Magic the Gathering. Let us gather. Official website. Bam. Oh, we go to our next pack. What do we get? Don't care about this. Don't care about these. I guess the Drake is better than the Serpent generally. Flying like evasive creatures, but we want cyclers, so none of the other cards are that exciting anyway. I mean, if you want to go into the Slitherblade deck, these are great. Somebody's probably going to, but with the new perspectives, I want to stick to what I'm doing. The downside to the... where's articles on the Magic website? Articles. Articles. Huh. I thought there was supposed to be an announcement today. It is Angler Drake. Good sign. Card is sweet. Other than that, Scorpion's good if I end up blue-black. Fanbearer is great, but Angler Drake's where it's at. Evasive removal spell. No. See, this is great with Trespasser's Curse. Soul Stinger's good, but I'm going to stick to what I'm doing here, which is cycling. Bam. Another flying cycler. The problem is, with new perspectives, you want to be blue-black, really. You don't want to be blue-red or blue-white. I thought announcement week was supposed to start today. It is Monday. Huh. Where's my announcements? Daily, June 9th. It is June 12th. Where's my June 12th stuff? Let's go to the calendar and see if there's anything on there. Calendar. Or nothing. Whatever. That's cool. Huh. Maybe it posts PST. So in 2 hours it'll post, I guess. There's not going to be anything on the Wizards website for the next 2 hours. Lame. Lame. Pandora's still going. Go away, Pandora. Oh well. I was hoping there was going to be an announcement, but we got 2 hours before it's announcement time, so that's not going to happen. Anything else on the Wizards website? No, there's not. Faith of the Devoted. Now that's something that we want in this deck. Could take Compulsory Rest and stick to my guns. Could take Manticore and put some aggressive creatures in here and get to use the Electrify, but this is the kind of card that I want in a new perspectives deck. Lay Claim. That is late as hell. It is a sign from the heavens. So we definitely want one Sacred Excavation. It looks like green is wide open. but we'll stick to our guns. Cut blue as hard as we can, even though there's a bunch of people that probably saw a ton of blue cards going around. Yeah, that's sweet. Don't want any of the other cards. Illumination. Get over here. What are you doing? So, I definitely want to play the Faith of the Devoted, but not... Ooh, Heckma Sentinels came back. Want it over decision paralysis, definitely. River Serpent? Don't mind if I do. Alright, so this is shaping up into New Perspectives deck. I don't care about Compelling Argument. I would never cast Compelling Argument. Dune Beetle, get out of here. So for right now, I'm going to put these over here because I would much prefer to play with the Faith of the Devoted. But things are looking good so far. We really don't need to pick up too many playables in each pack for this to be a good deck. We want to get like 1 to 2 Ruthless Snipers. I would be happy with that, but I would prefer a billion. And then a couple of decent cyclers to go with the Faith of the Devoted. I have 2 permission spells. Would like to pick up maybe 1 to 2 Wasteland Stranglers and 2 Wandering Deaths. Plains. Like, I have been forcing blue-black so much. I think it's actually extremely powerful if you get the right cards for it. Ooh, Ruthless Sniper, just what I wanted. Floodwaters is good too, but Ruthless Sniper really is powerful in these decks. It does so much work all by itself. So I'm going to snap pick Ruthless Sniper. And we didn't see much black coming from our left. From our left? Pass to the left. From our right? Whatever. We didn't see much black. Horror is the kind of card we want, but Rags to Riches is definitely the type of card this deck needs. Like, this is a great win condition. I would love to have it, but there are some aggro decks that you need to deal with. Baleful Ammit is also powerful, but without many creatures in the deck, you're not going to be able to put the counter on too many things. So for right now, I'm going to take Rags to Riches. I have won many games with this card. You clear their board, and then they have to, like, decide whether they want to play a big thing. And if they have a couple of creatures on the board afterwards, like, you don't have to cast it. You just wait. You kill off things, and this is always sitting in your graveyard ready to go. But I would have loved to have the Horror. I think it's extremely powerful. And I regret having to pass it. I also regret having to pass the Baleful Ammit. But again, this deck, I don't have too many creatures yet. And I'm probably not going to. Shadowstorm Vizier is a great payoff card. Wasteland Strangler would be great, but you need something to hold down the fort until you get to the big turns. Cartouche would be good, but this is not going to have too many creatures in it probably. So we're going to snap up the Shadowstorm Vizier. Pyramid? No. Oh, Sniper or Horror. That's not even hard. I want the Sniper. Censor is also insane, but having a bunch of Snipers in your deck is so good if you're cycling. So yeah, it's a shame. I want this Censor. I want this Horror, but maybe somebody will pass one of them. So now we're going to definitely take Censor. I would love the Scorpion again, but this is the kind of card that you want in this deck. Counter or cycle. Blue is drying up from this side, which means we'll probably see a lot in the next pack. I like having access to Scribe, but I don't have too many powerful effects for it right now. Still, there's a lot of cycling that you can get back with this. And if we pick up 1 copy of Sacred Excavation, that's really good with this. So I'm going to take it over the Heckma Sentinels because, again, I don't think Heckma Sentinels is that super high of a pick. Not much for us here. Were this a in-person draft, I'd probably take... I don't know. It wouldn't really matter. I'm going to take the Soul Stinger just in case we need playables at the end. Winds is fine. Does this draw you a card? It mills 2. I'll take the Bat. There might be matchups where I want the Bat. Alright, Floodwaters came back around, which is good. I don't think I want a second Scribe over the first Floodwaters. I would like a second Scribe, but Floodwaters is great. And our deck is a little bit lower on cycling cards than I would like right now. We've got Permission. We've got a couple of payoff cards. We've got 4 of them. 5, sorry. But we're definitely going to need to up the count on that. I don't see either of these coming in. I guess in a really grindy match, I might want Compelling Argument. Alright, we got another payoff card in Heckma Sentinels. It's not the best one. I don't see myself playing any of these, but this has cycling on it, so we'll take it. Cycling. Cycling, cycling. Cycling, and cycling. Like, this is 21 already. I'm not going to play any of these. The big difference between an in-person draft and an online draft, obviously, is that you never have to play against any of the cards you see. I mean, you might have to play against them, but... Oh, Glyph Keeper, sweet. Angler Drake, also sweet. Final reward would be awesome. So, I don't think we're going to see any of these cards that I don't pick. Glyph Keeper is so powerful, though, that I definitely take it over Angler Drake. Recurring source of damage. Yeah, it's tough to pick that, but another lay claim is probably good enough. We're getting to the point where we're getting a little bit, it's a little risky now. Trial of Ambition. We might not see any copies of... What card am I looking for? I might not see any copies of Wander in Death or Sacred Excavation, which is a shame. If I see either one, I'm going to snap pick it up, though. And the mana curve is a little bit, what do you call it? A little bit of a, like, it's not what it looks like. Another Trial of Ambition? I think I like that enough that I'm going to pick it. Alright, we'll take it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see it, unfortunately. But we have enough cyclers that we can just start taking creatures to cast, I guess. Just in case we need to switch up our strategy a little bit. Like, the deck is still good with the 2 snipers in it. It's not like I need to be playing ways to rebuy my cards. This deck doesn't go wide enough to play Open into Wonder. I've got 12 creatures, it's not really worth it. I guess the card draw spell might make the deck, but probably not. Cartouche. Which one's better? I mean, this is a removal spell. So we got Trial, Cartouche. It's a shame because, like, the cards I wanted have nothing to do with this. But they're so good that I just can't not take. I can't, like, pass them. I guess because we have the 2 trials, the Winds or the Gale Strike can come out. I'm not sure which one. I don't have much that I really want to rebuy with Scribe. I was hoping to get a Wander in Death, but I'm not going to see one. Yeah, I'm not going to see one. It's just not going to happen. So I guess for the purposes of the deck, I need to take something I can actually attack with. No, we'll take Scribe. We have some powerful spells that we can rebuy. I don't think this is an upgrade over anything in this deck. I'm going to take this for the... neither one. Actually, the Doom Descender is better for the board. Yeah, it's a shame that we didn't see... I'm not going to play 2 of these, but I could see myself wanting another one. 24 cards. Six, 7, can see myself wanting cancel. I don't have any way to rebuy the mummy, which is really important to these decks, so it doesn't actually make my list. 3, 4. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards with cycling. Oops. Group creatures separately. So, I don't think that's going to make the deck. It's a little too slow for what I'm doing. But it's draw 3 cards, and this deck's going to go late. This doesn't really rebuy anything, so I'm going to cut it. It's a shame. Like, one copy of either Sacred Excavation or Wander in Death would have made this deck so sweet, but it's still not terrible because we have Trial Cartouche, 2 Ruthless Snipers, a Vizier, a couple of payoff cards for the cycling, and they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cyclers. We've got 2 really powerful resilient threats at the end of the game. We also have Rags to Riches. So I'm not upset with the way the deck looks. I'm just upset that we didn't end up with some of the really good payoff cards. But we are going to run it. 23. Yeah, this deck needs 17 lands. 11-6. 9-8 seems better. Because we have the Ruthless Snipers at the 1-drop slot. Trials, Cartouches. But we do have Cyclers, so I'm not too upset about the mana base. Enchantment. How many instants and sorceries do we have that we might want to rebuy? Not many. There's only a couple of instant sorceries in this deck, which means Scribe is not at its best here. I can see post-board wanting a package of more early interaction where we would bring in Scribes, or maybe milling out our opponent with Scribes and compelling arguments, but the way the deck is set up is a little bit more interesting to me. And of course we end up blue-black yet again. So let's just jump into the matches. Still waiting for an opponent. It's supposed to be instantaneous. Here we go. Join match. Now what do we got? Got some of our powerful spells and a cycler, so we're not going to mulligan this. Probably want to hold on to the Serpent unless our opponent's being extremely aggressive. It looks like they might be. Yes. Alright, yeah, we're definitely holding on to the Serpent now because I want to be able to cycle with this Faith of the Devoted. Unless our opponent plays... Nope, opponent's not doing anything. Yeah, I'll hold it. Just pass the turn. Our opponent doesn't want to cast a spell, then neither will I. Depending on how aggressive he is, though, I might cycle the Lay Claim. But I really don't want to, because that's worth 2 life right there. Opponent's not doing anything, so I'm happy. Probably doesn't have any way to interact with this Faith of the Devoted, given the color combination, so we'll just run it out. Run it out. Pass the turn. See what our opponent does. Next turn we get access to Shadowstorm Vizier plus cycling plus this, so... Ooh. Alright, that's going to be a problem. Luckily this will sit for at least 1 turn. Unfortunately it's going to die eventually, but it'll run my opponent out of cards, so that's good. So we'll play this, and we'll leave up Censor and Cycling. Gives us some opportunity. We don't have to block either. But we'll see what our opponent decides to do. If they want to start pitching cards, it's not that bad of a deal. Because we get to cycle and just use mana to drain. We have access to 2, 4, 6 points of damage in our hand. But we're just hoping that our opponent taps our mana and doesn't use this. I might even trade, just because this is such an annoying resilient threat. Doom to center. Okay. You should put the counter on Doom to center. Cartouche of Zeal. You got it, buddy. Gives it haste, makes it so my guy can't block. Goes to combat. Attacks with both, probably. I don't see why you wouldn't. I'm looking for a land, so I really want to cycle this. I could have censored the cartouche, but I wouldn't be able to do much. So let's cycle. Always yield to this. Always yield to this. Pay 1, yes. And draw my card. Alright, take 6. Playing Heckma Sentinels is actually a question, because if I play Heckma Sentinels, I can only cycle the Censor, but I think I'm going to play it anyway, because if my opponent doesn't... Yeah, we'll leave this back. It has 3 toughness. If my opponent plays a 5-drop, and I Censor it, he gets in for 4... No, he doesn't even get in for 4, because I will gladly trade. So we're hoping that he plays a 5-drop, because that nukes his whole turn. Yeah, we're definitely going to Censor. And we'll just have 6. I would have liked to get in the trigger, but I have trade here, block here, so he can't get in any damage. And then if we draw a land, we get to Angler Drake, bounce this, and then crack. Didn't draw a land, so I guess I'm passing with the intention of cycling the Shimmer Scale Drake. I would love to be able to cast Lay Claim, and once I get New Perspectives down, even if I don't cast it, I should be able to have 7 cards in my hand. So that'll make this really, really powerful. We have another 4 cards with cycling in our deck that we can draw into. I'm not sure I want to tap out for this on turn 6. I probably want to tap out for it, or leave 1 mana back when I do it. Let's go into combat. He's got 3 cards in hand, so he can discard 2 cards for this. But I have 2 cyclers. Not that I want to cycle 2 cards, I want to cycle 1. Probably just Drake. But if I have to, I might. Alright, he's getting in. Nope, not getting in. Cracks. We will block here. Opponent has to act first. If he wants to trade a card for a -1 counter, I'm fine with that. I will cycle, gain 2, drain 2. Splendid Agony. So let's cycle. Put our triggers on the stack. This means he still has to discard a card if he wants to save his guy. Okay. We will pay 1. Yes. Drain 2. Draw my card. Alright, let's see if he decides to do this. Nope. And opponent passes the turn. Fortunately, it makes our attacks bad. We could rags. Our opponent only has 2 cards left. And what's the flashback? 7 mana? Yeah. Oops. Kills our guys too, but I don't think our guys are going to do much work for us anymore. So let's get rid of everything. He could use a pump spell to save his team, but okay, pass. If we draw a land next turn and our opponent puts out a big threat, we have Riches. If we don't draw a land, we have Angler Drake. That's fine. We also have access to Lay Claim if we draw a land. Ooh, getting in for some points. You got it, buddy. It's going to hit me for 5 down to 13. Land. All right, land. That lets us Riches. Let's steal that. Manticore. Should I steal that too? Just steal all of his things. I might do that. Yeah. Let's take it. Give me that. Attack for 3. Oh man. I'm fine with this. Just take all your guys. It's like, this is bullshit. These are mine. And we can actually start getting rid of our hand instead of waiting for new perspectives if we want to. Alright, Wasteland Scorpion's good. I will bounce that. It's gonna be mad. Land. Land, Angler Drake, attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Cliffkeeper's not bad. Yeah, let's bounce Scorpion. Bounce you. Yes. And okay, our opponent's fed up. I don't want to do this anymore. Alright, so this is the type of fairly aggressive deck where I want something like Doom Dissenter. But I don't know what I would want to change for it. Maybe I don't want things like Soul Stinger because it doesn't really impact. Well, if I'm adding Doom Dissenter, then I want Soul Stinger. So let's bring in the Doom Dissenter. I don't think I want Dune Beetle. But I definitely want things that'll leave an impact on the board. I also don't want creatures with low toughness that don't do much, so I don't want to bring in like Blighted Bat to be aggressive in the air. I think I'm just going to bring in Doom Dissenter, and we'll side out one of the Sentinels, because I'm not winning off Sentinels. They're just going to be preventing damage. And this does a better job of preventing damage. Alright, let's try that. Don't want to go too crazy on the boarding. I could see myself wanting to side out Floodwaters because it's slow, but I want to keep in the maximum number of cycling cards. And we'll see how our opponent configures their deck for this game. Also was considering this, but I don't think I want it over Censor. I think Censor does a better job. Sweet. This was a sweet game. I'm enjoying this deck. I always enjoy the blue-black decks. When you tell your opponent to have fun, and then they realize you're playing blue-black. Alright, this is pretty sweet. We get to open with Ruthless Sniper. We have a 2-mana Cycler, so we go Sniper into Vizier, and then we have access to Cycling plus Mana plus Pump. And if things go horribly wrong, we have Rags. Opponent is passing. Let's get the Sniper down. It's probably an easy target for a Magma Spray. Ooh, second Sniper. I'm not going to play the second Sniper just in case something crazy happens. Tormenting Voice. That's not crazy. But I'd rather get the Vizier out anyway. So let's go land Vizier. We do a 1-mana Cycler, so if our opponent taps out, we could even Sniper and then cycle for the double Sniper trigger. I won't have enough mana for both of them. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Opponent might scoop to the double Sniper. I could see that happening. Our opponent's turn 3. Land. We're mana hungry and we don't have much mana, so that's going to be an issue. Trial of Zeal, 3 damage to Sniper. Alright, let us play Sniper and crack for 1. Opponent doesn't have any creatures, but any creature turns this, because I know he has at least 2 cartouches in his deck, so we really don't want a cartouche to come down. Luckily, a cartouche has to enter the battlefield, so if he has a 1 toughness creature and a cartouche, it's not going to work. Unfortunately, I think he has a cartouche that's coming down right now to bounce this. Yeah. Alright, so he bounces his trial, which is a shame. I needed more mana to be able to deal with that. Alright, so that's weird. Let's cycle. Target you. Yes. It's back down to a 3-2. But he has that 3 damage spell, so it's a problem. Yep, take 3. We really want to draw lands. We're not drawing lands. So let's just get rid of that, I think. Now, Cycling Serpent is better. Because if we draw a land, it lets us play Trial. Yeah, see, that's way better. Do I want to play Trial on that? I have Rags to Riches. I guess we get in for 3. I'd rather save Trial for after Rags. We'll see what our opponent does. If he kills our Sniper, that's great for us. Let's see what he kills. Yeah, okay, that's great. Yeah, attack for 2. Oh god, getting Twitch alerts, sorry. Can't block. Opponent passes. So is our intention to get rid of this guy? I don't have mana. I would love to be able to cycle, but it's not really that big of a payoff unless I definitely draw land. Now let's attack. And I don't want to waste the Trial of Ambition. How are we doing on the race? Race isn't great, but I'd rather wait for my opponent to cast 1 more spell before I figure out what I'm going to do. Then we have access to Glyph Keeper. Going to combat. Getting him for 2. It's not a fast clock, so I'm not too worried. But our opponent has access to 6 mana, so anything could happen now. What do you got? 6-4. You got it, buddy. Do I want to cycle this late claim? No. We'll hold on to it. Now I wish I cycled it. Alright, so if we Rags, we get rid of that. But we don't get to really get in for damage if we cycle something anyway. If I Trial, he sacrifices this, so I don't want to do that. So I guess we cast Rags to get rid of the Minotaur, and then just hold back our guy. It lets us block for a turn. But we're very mana hungry, so we need to draw lands. Combat. Yeah, I will definitely trade this in for 6 life. Yep. See what the follow-up play is. Doom Descender, not scary, but it does stop the Trial from doing work. So we definitely want to draw land now so that we can get down Glyph Keeper. Opponent passes. That is a shame. So if we play Trial, he sacks this, gets a zombie, hits us for 8. Unfortunately, I think we're losing this game. So let's cycle Lay Claim to draw a card. Land. Come on. Cycle it. We really need running lands. If we don't draw a land, our best play might actually just be to cycle again. Shit. Yeah, I think our best play is actually to cycle again. We really need to get this Angler Drake down. And we'll just play our land if we draw one. 6, 7 damage. Puts us at 6. Angler Drake bounced this. If our opponent doesn't have a follow-up play, the Angler Drake will be really sweet. But we need to draw land now, and we need to draw land next turn. Opponent's tanking. It's a very complicated play. Didn't draw a land, so I think we're dead. Draw land next turn. We play Glyph Keeper. We're at 6. We block here, take 1. I guess we might be able to survive if we draw land, so let's hope. Let's let our opponent have their way with us. Not much I can do. When goes the combat, attacks, second main, does nothing. Land. Okay. So this might mean we're not dead. We'll see. If they have Cartouche, they play Cartouche. They replay Trial. We take 3 down to 3. And then trade, take 1 down to 2. And then if we draw a land, we get to play Angler Drake. Or we get to play Flood Waters, bounce everything. But we need to draw lands. And if the Angler Drake survives, then we have Trial plus Cartouche. But we'll see what happens. Luckily, this is a little resilient. And it counters the Cartouche effect, so that's good. I was going straight to combat. I will trade. If they have a pump spell, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're totally dead if they have a pump spell, though. Opponent's deciding whether they're attacking or not. I have 4 cards in hand. Could be anything. What is the best play next turn? I guess Angler Drake is the best play. Pursue Glory doesn't get us, but Brute Strength does. Opponent's in the tank again. It's a big tank. Yep. Block you. Opponent is in the tank. What is so complicated about this? I got a bump on my face. Still over an hour before announcement week begins. I think. Whoa! Oh, that's Amonkhet. I'm stupid. I thought there was a spoiler for Hour of Devastation, but it said Amonkhet. Let's go to Articles. Articles home. No, nothing yet. Alright, our Drake finally traded. Exciting news. Ow. What's going on my face? I don't know if that was a pimple or what. Second main, our opponent wanders for some stuff back. And plays a Curse Minotaur. Land. Didn't draw land. That is going to be a problem. So 2, 3, 1, 2. Take 3 down to 2. We're not dead that way, but we still need a land badly. So, oh no, because he has, yeah, he gets zombie. So if our opponent has absolutely nothing, then we're not dead. I don't have any alternatives, right? 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't have enough mana to do both of these. Alright, so let's trial. Play Heckma Sentinels. And pray. And wait for our opponent to figure out what they're doing. This is really an enthralling game. This is ingrown hair or something. Hurts. Finally, our opponent gets a 2/2. Play Heckma Sentinels and pass the turn. We know one of the cards in our opponent's hand, but if they have something crazy, we're just dead. Any pump spell on this or a cartouche just kills us. F6. But we're fighting, man. We're fighting. It might have been safer not to play the trial and to leave up the cycling on Floodwaters. Combat. Opponent attacks. Thinks about attacking. Just trying to figure out if they want to attack. Okay, block zombie. Let's see what you got. Have a pump spell or what? One is making us wait again. What was that? Oh, agony. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not great, but nothing I can do. Alright, let's try again. Need land. Angler Drake, bounce, pray. The worst. If our opponent plays a creature, I think we're just straight dead. Nope, no creature. Land. Angler Drake. Bounce Minotaur and pray. F6. Yes, please. I've been praying every single turn. Cycles the Ceradon. Just looking for his cartouche, I think. Once he draws the cartouche, we're straight dead. Plays the Minotaur. Plays another creature. Goes to combat, passes the turn. Second trial, so we go trial 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we don't have enough. Play cartouche. -1 counter. Play Floodwaters, bounce 2 guys. Bounce, bounce. It's all my mana. Trial. He sacrifices something. Cartouche doesn't kill anything though. Oh, we lifelink. 5 lifelink seems like a lot. Or we play Faith of the Devoted, cycle Floodwaters, gain 2. No, it seems better to do this. When it sacrifices, play cartouche. Okay. Cartouche of Ambition on my Drake. Target. Well, the guy I can't ever block, I guess. Bounce. Bounce. Yes. Opponent has 5, possibly 6 power. Doesn't kill us unless... But we have to lifelink just in case they draw something. Gain 5 up to 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if they draw a cartouche, we're dead either way. So, like, we need to attack. Just pray that they don't draw a cartouche. If we had one more land, that would have been really great, because we could have played Trial again. But let's see what they got. We've been hanging in for a while, so even if we lose this game, I don't even feel bad. Horror doesn't do anything. That kills us. Haste 5. Yeah, we're totally dead. Yep. Begin sideboarding. Yeah, that was a rough one, man. We did not draw anything. So, maybe we want the wins instead of something? No. I don't want it. Yeah, we'll take out a 6-mana spell for a 2-mana spell. That's fine. Maybe we take out this for Floodwaters. This is 7 mana, this is 6 mana. Alright, we'll do that. Let's pray. Opponent takes a long time to make decisions. Come on, man. I just want to play. I want to play my game. So annoying. I think the articles go up at 3 a.m. on the Wizards website. Keep. Sniper, Faith of the Devoted Cycler. What more can you ask for? Opponent is deciding whether to pass priority during my upkeep. There we go. You're playing red and you have 9 minutes left on your clock. That's just sad. Play a Dissenter, pass the turn. Ooh, spicy. Alright, let us put down Faith of the Devoted. Not attacking. Oh man, this is going to be rough. Although I didn't see much cycling in his deck, so I don't know if this is going to do anything. This is going to be annoying. We need to draw a removal spell for this pretty quick. Love to draw Trial and then Cartouche right after that. Yep. One passes. Land. I'll cycle this now. Okay. Yes. Draw a card. Not great, but if we keep drawing lands, I'm fine with it. Depending on what our opponent does. Just a combat. I'll block. I don't really care about this thing. 7 mana. So much mana. But the card's so good that I can't just side it out. I mean, he has Desert Ceradon, but I don't remember seeing anything else that really cycles for this. At all. Attacks. I will block. Okay. You go 22. I get a Zombo. Follow-up is Cursed Minotaur. And passes the turn. Land. Sentinels is probably good enough. So we'll play Sentinels. And because this Zombo is not doing anything, I will attack. Pass the turn. So if our opponent has a cycler, this could be a problem, because it makes me not want to block there. But I might do it anyway, just because I want to cycle this. Going in. Yeah, I don't want this in my hand. I'd rather cycle it to try to find block you. Cycle. Alright, let's see if he wants to cycle something of his own, which he probably will. Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh wow, he lets the trade happen. That's sweet. Alright, let's see what his follow-up is. Alright, we got a horror. It's a pretty good follow-up. Player land. If I use this, he just has the 4/4 chilling all by itself. Play a Soul Stinger. Kill the zombie. Alright, so let's attack with the zombie, because my intention is to use regs no matter what. No blocks. Alright, we're gonna cast this. Pass the turn. If we draw a land, then we can probably steal the horror, but otherwise we're gonna take some damage off of it. Which there's nothing I can do about that. The opponent has 3 cards in hand, so we could easily get blown out somehow. Yep, take 4. Second main. Articles home. Alright. Gets a mini Soul Stinger. So we want to draw a trial. Cartouche. I don't want cartouche. Alright, at least if we play this, it might keep back his Soul Stinger. But we'll see. We have some life to play with and some time. But I really don't want to trade this in for 4 points of life. I'd rather keep it around as long as I can. Come on, I want new articles on the Wizards website. True Heart Twins, good card. Going to combat. What does this do when it exerts it? Creatures you control get +1/+0. That's good. So we're going to take some damage. If we trade this in, we get to kill that. Alright, opponent passes. Shimmer Stealth Drake is not the best draw, but it lets us cycle. So let's put Cartouche here. -1 on horror. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And we have lifelink, so that's also going to be nice. Pass the turn. So if we block here, We get to save our guy unless he wants to trade in a card. Going in with everybody. Okay. We will block. 3/3. Actually, if we block here. No. Let's block here. I want to see what happens. We're going to take like 9 damage. And then he puts his counters here. I don't know how many counters this technically gets. Okay. Tradesies. Gain some life, take some damage. Puts his counters here. And we get to put 4 counters here. That seems good. Yes. But we are at 11, so we're still not in great shape. I'll probably cycle this because this guy can get bigger than it, and I would like to find a mana for this. There's a lot of bad draws in our deck, though, so it's dangerous. Wanders back his 2 guys. Yeah, that makes me really want to cycle the Drake. It's 2 AM. Alright, plays the Amonkhet. Puts the counter on itself. So he's got a 3/2 and a 3/3, right? This is gonna be, yeah, 3/3. 2 cards in hand. If I don't draw a land, I want this Drake, so I'm actually going to keep it. Let's play Sentinels and pass. It's a 3/4, so it can block here, or block. It'll probably block here. Goes to combat. Opponent has 4 minutes left on the clock. Maybe we should have been playing more conservatively. No attacks. Plays Evolving Wilds. There's the True Heart Twins again. So we're going to keep the Drake because we need creatures if we don't draw land. That was good. So now we can bounce True Heart Twins and have a 4/4. Play Drake. Bounce you. And pass the turn. Now we have blockers for both of his creatures. Yes, please. Pass the turn. What was that? F6. Alright, True Heart Twins comes back. Opponent didn't crack their Evolving Wilds. Still didn't draw a land. I think I have to actually cast this Drake. It's unfortunate. We can use this as a draw card. No attacks, pass the turn. Opponent decides to crack their Evolving Wilds. We really just want to draw cards to keep parity. Ooh, a green mana. We could be in trouble now. I don't know what he's been holding on to. If he's got green cartouche, that's going to be a problem. Tormenting Voice? I don't care about that. Three cards in hand. Hello! How do you pronounce your name? Abanet? Abanet? I'm at the bottom because I have nobody watching. But I appreciate the hello. We are playing blue-black new perspectives in draft for fun. And it hasn't been fun. And our opponent has been tanking on every play. Cool deal. I get stuck in this archetype so often because I just see the raw power level of some. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Alright. He's probably going to take out the Drake. Oh, he takes out Heckma Sentinels. Interesting. I am fine with this. Goes to combat. It's trample, so I don't even want to block it. Yep. 6/4 and a 5/4. So block. Block. We take 5, 6 damage. And this is exerted, so it gives me a turn. It's a 5/4. Yeah, it gives me a turn. And it trades off with his board unless he has another pump. Go modern. Ugh. That's rough. Okay. Take a billion. One has 2 creatures now. We really need a good card here. Land. What can we steal? Does it untap it? Ugh. So he gives us this and then kills us probably if he has a cycling card. This gives us nothing. Well, we gotta do it and pray. Oh, all of our mana. Take all of our mana. Thank you for the good luck. So he's probably going to give us the exerted creature, and then if he has 1 cycler, he kills us. It is what it is. Stuck on lands for like 10 turns. Alright, let's see if you got the cycler. Got 3 cards, so you probably do. Attack, cycle, game. No, not game. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's game. You got it, buddy. We're dead. Bam. Alright, that was a shame. Joining another league. I would love to play Modern, but the investment for Limited is so limited that I much prefer to play it instead of investing a ton of money in a Modern deck. But I get that that's what people want to see. Four trophies. Still no updates on the Wizard website. I guess it updates Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, it's got to. So an hour before announcement week starts. Announcement week is coming. Oh, we got our match. Join. I would love to play first. Thank you for asking. Alright, what do we got here? We got 2-drop, 3-drop cycler, so let's keep. Start off with a swamp and pass the turn. Not hiding much because Vizier's coming down next turn anyway. Play Vizier. Next turn we play Sentinels. Ooh, opponent is also blue-black. Different blue-black. Let's get in for 1. And play Sentinels. Next turn we have access to 2 cyclers, depending on what our opponent does. Minotaur is fine, no attacks. So let's attack ourselves. Attack, attack. 2, 3, 4, 5. I will cycle a Drake. Always yield. Always yield. Cycle. Alright, so we're not cycling anymore because that is going to be nice. Next turn we play Faith and we can cycle Illumination to gain 2 and deal a bunch more damage. Depends on what our opponent plays, of course. Flying Minotaur. You don't see those every day. Is he going to attack with it, though? Yeah, 6 damage. Alright, you got it. Take 6. What 2-mana removal spells are there? None, I don't think. Got my card. Land. Faith of the Devoted. Go to combat. Attack for 3. Cycle. Put triggers on stack. Pay 1. Opponent's at 12. We deal 5 damage down to 7 and pass the turn. We're at 16, so it's comfortable, but we could still lose out of nowhere if our opponent has some crazy stuff. Or we could lose one of our creatures and it would be much more difficult to deal damage. Plus, you can just leave this back to block, so we might just have to ping him for the last 7 points. We have 4 already. Taking 2 down to 14. Follows up with something, anything, maybe. A land. And a bone picker. So he's got 2, 3 blockers. Ooh, that's rough. So let's see. He's got a 3/2 death touch and then the menace guy. I think if we play trial, he just does that so he can embalm it next turn. So I guess we play sentinels. Maybe we just leave up all of our mana and do nothing. Yeah, let's just leave up all of our mana. That gives us access to, like I said, 4 points of damage and an extra 4 life. So unless he has a lifelink, that's the best play. If he plays Cartouche of Ambition, then we're screwed. And I can block some stuff. Goes to combat. Menace is in for 4. No blocks. Take 4. Opponent casts Seeker. Doesn't do much. Let's tap all of our mana. Cycle. Okay. Come on. We will also cycle this. Opponent is at 3. Do another cycler, so that's good. So now we can play Trial, play Cartouche. And cycle since our opponent goes to 1. Alright, let's play Trial. Opponent sacrifices probably this. No? Alright, and let's Cartouche up our Vizier. If we don't, then Censor puts our opponent to 1. Now let's just do that. Cartouche you. Kill you. Bounce Trial. Yes, please. And do we lifelink or do we leave it back? Maybe we just trade off as much as we can. Blockers. Okay. Pass the turn. This way next turn we have Heckma Sentinels and we have Censor to cycle. Cartouche's up another flyer. He's got 6 points. We're still at 16, so I'm comfortable with that. He's also a little constrained on blue mana, so he can't bring back the Skirmisher. Take 4. Come on, cycling card. Alright, let's... Opponent doesn't have any blue mana, so let's cycle and see what happens. Cycle here. Triggers. Pay a black mana. Cycle. Cycle Censor. And kill our opponent. Alright, that was fun. Opponent's got a lot of flyers, so maybe in this match we want the bat. Where's the bat? Bat. And very aggressive. We'll also bring in the Initiate instead of Soul Stinger. And wins. And we'll take out Floodwaters. And we'll also take out one of the Sentinels, and we'll run that. See what happens. On the draw. It's not exciting, but it has some cool stuff, so we will keep. Don't mind these on the draw. Start off with Island, pass the turn. The old Seeker. Alright, I'll run it out. I don't have any reason to save it. Get rid of that guy. I'm just going to play Faith of the Devote next turn anyway. Opponent does not have a spell, so let's get down our Faith. Cancel? No cancel. We got 2 enchantments down. Soul Stinger, the old 2-power creature. Alright, we drew a Cycler, but we're not going to be able to cycle it, so I guess we put out a creature that can block that guy, and then pass the turn. I do not want to cycle this, so I didn't even leave up the blue mana so that I didn't give myself the choice. Yep, going in the air for 3. Take 3 down to 17. No blocks. Follow up. Curse Minotaur, that's a good one. Player land. No reason to leave this back. Attack. Cycle for 1. Triggers. Use the black mana. Wins. Okay, deal 3. If I wins, it'll be better than playing the bat, so we'll pass. Goes to combat. Attack, attack. If I take the 6, then I get to do this end of turn. Yeah, I'd rather take the 6 and do it end of turn. Second main, nothing. Beautiful. Alright, so we get to waste his whole turn unless he has a counterspell. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 1, 2, 3. So I need my 6 mana to cast New Perspective, so we are going to play the mana. And then I guess we get down a bat. Play bat. Give it haste. And we will attack with both, since I don't really want to block that. Plus our clock is going to be better if we get New Perspectives down. We're not playing any more lands after this, probably, because we want to get up to 7 cards. Take 3. Opponent plays. His deck is very low cost, but whoa, Angler Drake, didn't expect that. Angler Drake trigger, bounces Sentinels. Good on you. And passes the turn. So if we tap out, what happens if we don't tap out? Play this, we go up to 6 cards. Take 7 down to 3. We have no cyclers, so I don't think we have a choice. Alright, we'll play it. Drew a bunch of lands, but we can't really play them because we need to go up to 7 cards. No attacks. Pass the turn. At least we get to chump this if our opponent doesn't have interaction. 8 mana. Chump Drake. Chump. Take 3 down to 7. One is 8 mana, and I know one of the cards in his hand is Soul Stinger and 2 unknowns. Pitless Vizier is a good one. And Soul Stinger, putting the counters on. These were not the best draws ever. On itself. Alright, good draw. Not a good draw. So we have no cycling cards. We just have a bunch of stuff, which makes me just want to play everything. Everything's gonna die. I have to play the flyer. Oh man, I should have played a black mana. So are we just dead? Block Drake. Block you, take 4. I mean 5. Yeah, let's tap out. Can't really do much. I don't even know what I can draw to get out of this. Goes straight to combat. Sends everybody in. Got a block here and got a block here. Supernatural stamina kills us. Alright, let's just make this guy indestructible. And we're at 2. Second main, nothing. So if we play land, we Drake to bounce Vizier, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. And then we can just play one more creature, and then we get Menace to death, right? Yeah, we're too close to being dead. We don't have any mana. 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, we're dead. You got it, buddy. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring that back in so that I have access to the cycling again. I didn't draw the best combination of spells. Blighted Bat was not impressive. I'll just submit like that. I will play first. What do we got? We got Faith, 3-drop, 4-drop, but the 4-drop will kill all the little stuff, so if our opponent's fairly aggressive, then we get to kill everything. Land. Ooh, Slitherblade. Okay. Pass the turn. We have a sensor at least. I like to be able to cycle it, but if not, like, I'll counter something that's a big deal. Gets in for 1. Take 1. Second main, plays land. Seeker, I don't care about. Let's get down our Faith of the Devoted and then pass. Cartouches up the Slitherblade. Gets around Rags pretty nicely. Draws discards. So I guess we have to get out the Initiate next turn. Another Slitherblade. Unfortunately, this just trades with literally 1 Slitherblade, so I'm not going to do that. Land and Initiate. Pass the turn. Getting a little behind here. Another Cartouche. Ooh. I don't have any way to interact with that. Yep. That's not good. I need some removal spells badly. Unfortunately, this doesn't do anything. Oh god, we're gonna take a shit ton of damage. Yep, take a billion. Go to 12. Wow. So play Cartouche or cycle Sensor to gain some life. No, Cartouche gains us life too. Let's play Cartouche. Put the counter on this one, I guess. And then get in for 4 to gain 4. That way I can at least get rid of this with the Rags to Riches. On you. Yes. And we have to attack because if our opponent gets to have their turn, we don't get to block with this, so we have to actually deal the damage directly. Goes to combat, gets in for at least, 5 damage down to 11. Second main plays Shimmer Shield Drake, which will gladly block my dude. Alright, we'll untap, play our land. If we attack, he gets to trade off. I don't really have any way around it though. And then he gets us in for another 3, 4, 5 damage. Glyph Keeper blocks this, so not exactly. Don't have a choice. Need the life badly. Attack for 4. Opponent blocks. Trades these. And then we will play... Rags to Riches gets rid of one of these. That's a 1-2. No, we'll just play the Glyph Keeper. And pass the turn. Opponent has 4 cards. Goes to combat. Attacks for 4. Go back down to 11. We're gonna have to start gaining some life. Shimmer Steel Drake. Good for you. Opponent passes. So we can gain 1, 2. So we can gain 4 life. Alright, let's attack. Attack with our Glyph Keeper. Opponent blocks. Snap blocks. Alright. Let it happen. Let's play a Heckma Sentinels. And then pass the turn. We will cycle Illumination probably. Ooh, that's not good. Puts it on a Slither Blade. Protects it from Rags again. Attacks for 5. Go to 6. Yep. Follow up is a 2-1. Alright, let's cycle this. Triggers on the stack. Yes, please. Go up to 8. And untap. Angler Drake is not a great draw. Rags just gets rid of this. Don't have enough mana to reanimate either of these, so we're pretty screwed. We're going to take 3, 4, 5 damage. So let's just play the Vizier and pass the turn. Need a miracle. Angler Drake bounces one of them, which stops the bleeding a bit. Goes to combat. Attacks for 5. Yep. Take 5. Plays a Cursed Minotaur. Alright, cycle. Not great. Alright, we have 1 and 2. So if we attack, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Opponent gets to come back for like 1 billion. Cast Rags, we can't gain any life off of Faith. Three, 4, 5. Cycle this. We need to draw land. Like exactly land or we die. Alright, let's just do it. Cycle. Triggers on the stack. Okay. Okay. Yes. And draw my card. Land? No. Now if we cycle, we go to 9. I guess we pass the turn. Can attack us for 5, and then we take another 3 off Minotaur. Yep, gotta pass. Alternatively, we block. Oh god. Angler Drake. Yep, you got an Angler Drake. Bounce one of our guys. So we're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Block here, 9, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think that's death. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gain 2, and we're still dead. Cycle. Nope, dead. Alright, you got it, buddy. Your deck's better than mine. Not a great set of matches in the league. Unfortunately, that means we are dead because we cannot get prizes. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. Let's go look at the deck real quick. Edit deck. We didn't pick up the cards that we wanted, which were Wandering Death or Sacred Excavation. We didn't see any of them, but we had 2 Ruthless Snipers. We had the Where'd you go? Rags to Riches, Two Lay Claims, Anglo Drake, New Perspectives. Like, we had such a sweet set of like payoff cards. Faith of the Devoted. We just did not see Wander in Death, which I wanted so badly. And it wasn't that great. So, you know, you can't win them all. Unfortunately, that brings our history. That brings our limited rating down quite a bit. But it is what it is. And that's the end of the league. So I appreciate anybody who tuned in. As always, you can check out the links. Where is it? Up there. Up there. If you want to see any old videos, you can check out the YouTube, which is linked on the Facebook or something. I don't know. I might draft again before the end of the night. I'm probably going to wait until 3 o'clock because that's when I think that the Wizards websites gets updated. Yeah, you know, you can't win them all. Sometimes you draft as well as you can and you just don't get the picks. I really just wanted one Wander in Death. One Wander in Death and I would have been happy. But, you know. Alright, so in about a half an hour I'll see what's going on and then I might start again. But thanks everybody and have a good night.